So I've worked with Steve at Vintage Mortgage for almost 6 years now, since I started my career. And we have been partners in many loans and many situations. And he's taking care of clients that I'm not selling a home to, but my personal friends, provided them with a cash out loan. So yeah, I do. Well, there have been several transactions that have been uniquely smooth. One in particular, we had a client that we had to sell their house within, 7 days. So we sold the house, and then the next house closed in 10 days. And he already had the financing for them in advance, and that was a very particularly smooth. I mean, it almost was seamless in that respect. Yeah, he likes to talk to people to just try to find out what their situation is, rather than just saying, hey, here's the online process, have at it. I feel as a realtor, every buyer that I bring, or buyer seller, is unique. Some of them have never purchased a home. Some of them have purchased many homes. So each one of them have to be handled delicately, so that their needs are met. So I feel like Steve takes the time to do that and answer their questions. So one in particular was just recently, not long ago. The mom got involved in the transaction, and she has purchased many homes, and the son had only purchased 2, and there was a lot of complications with the HOA, and the term stuff rolls downhill. It goes to the realtor and the lender. So there's a bit of stress when that happens, and he sat there with them and walked them through the whole process, and initially they were not happy because you can't control everything. Things are going to happen. It's real estate, it's not just a one-sided transaction. There's several components that come together, and then it's like an orchestra. So that said, he was able to make them both happy. And sometimes you just have to talk to people and help, and just kind of tell them, hey, this is what happened, and make it right. Even if it's not your fault, that's what you got to do. So yeah, that was a very difficult situation. It was something that I had not come across, and he was able to take care of it. Wasn't smooth for any of us, because it was stuff that the seller did not let us know about. So we got caught up. And on top of that, they were pushing to get this thing closed on time. However, the seller did not provide us with the information that we needed. But at the end of the day, you just have to suck it up and work with your lender and make sure that, you do the best you can to close it on time. I think we closed it maybe a couple of days later than it should have, but it was already a short close anyway, so that we can get the buyer into that house. So Steve worked with these people to ensure that the underwriter and the sellers and everybody else worked together and got the situation rectified. I think of the experience, and then I feel like as a realtor, you have to have a good relationship with whomever you work with in the lending world. Working with different banks, and when a buyer brings a lender to the table, you have to dance with them for a while to figure out if you can actually work with them. And then in the end, I feel like as a realtor, you really have to have a good team on your side, because that team is going to get you to the finish line, and the loan officer is going to be the most important part of that. And I could show you 100 homes, but if you don't have a good lender, you're not going to get the house.